Hey, it's Luke back here with another episode, and today we're going to be talking about how Roblox is shadow banning games, and mainly how that's a huge problem now. So, if you guys don't already know what botted games are, basically, developers would just, bot games, and it was actually a huge discussion topic back early this year, and even people like Flamingo talked about it, and it was just like a huge problem, and you could not find any good games on the front page. They were just clogged up with this garbage, and really it was just horrible for other creators and developers because they couldn't even get their game out at all, and it would all be clogged, like I said, by this trash, and they would be losing money that they could have gotten and players, and it was literally no use developing. So you may have heard of their solution, and they've tried many solutions before, like Capacha, and the Capacha, it got cracked a ton of times. I'm pretty sure it hasn't gotten cracked now, but before it was getting cracked like every single day, and people were just able to bot games instantly. And with you just be able to bot games, developers would just bot the game, sit back, and relax while they just have money roll inside of their pocket, getting that Robux inside of their wallet real quick, if you know what I mean. And it would just make other developers that didn't cheat and actually wanted to legitimately get their money less money. And from this came shadow banning. And Roblox used shadow banning as a tool to get rid of all these games secretly. And how shadow botting basically works is, if Roblox notices that a game just got like a ton of players out of nowhere, take all the people out of the game and cut it from recommended and see if it gets any more players. And if it does, then the growth is probably not fake. But if the people don't join back to the game, then they'll just, delete the game and remove the player. And by this happening, it was really good for removing games that got botted, and as you can see, there's way less games on the front page that are botted, basically none, to be honest, and you can't really even tell if they are botted or not, and you can really tell that none of them are botted. However, shadow banning is also really bad for the Roblox community, because developers who are innocent and basically just spent all of their Robux that they have gotten on advertising, which would make a ton of players just show up, because advertising does work and people do click on advertisements. They will get all their growth from these advertisements, these hundreds of thousands of Robux they spent, and then Roblox will just take away all the players, and then they will cut them from recommended. And basically they just lost all of that money. And this is actually horrible, because these games are actually getting players legitimately, and they're just being cut off, and their developers are losing so much money for literally no reason. It just vanishes from all the game sorts. And as you can see, I found all this from Rainway's tweet on this, and thank you so much, Rainway, is my favorite YouTuber, for calling this out and making sure people are knowing about this and educated about this, because this is not only good, this is actually pretty bad. And it makes you think, is it worth it to ban botted games when you're taking away from these poor developers who just spent hundreds of thousands, potentially, Robux on just advertising their game legitimately? And he actually posted a developer forum, and the developer forum was, just the developers talking about this issue, and it was about 18 days ago, so this has been here for a long time. This has been happening, and this guy named Milk is a developer, and he says, after pushing an update to my game, Greenville Beta, linked below, it completely vanished from all game source, including my favorites, and continued playing recent game. Then Milk says it's filtered out of a few mobile devices, but its appearance has happened on all platforms that we tried, including PC, Xbox, iOS, and Android. Our concurrent players are also going down as a result of this change. Does anyone know how this issue happened or what it is? We're trying to figure out, cause this, as we get zero indication of what could have done to cause this. And he actually did go back and edit this, and his game was back on, currently playing on all that stuff. But obviously, if it gives zero indication, I feel like if your game gets shadow banned, you should get some kind of email, just saying, by the way, suspected something with your game, we shadow banned you, get wrecked, noob. Because obviously you're gonna lose every single bit of money from people just, not being able to see your game at all those potential players. And other people are having this too. And even Treasure Quest, which is actually a pretty big game. And they say, last night we updated our game Treasure Quest. Ever since then, the game won't display anywhere on the homepage. Continue playing and favorited. I've had other players confirm this as well. This has never happened before. This update is mainly just a new map, so I doubt this had any played effect on why it's not displaying on the homepage. Something I did notice, when you click see all, the game would show under your favorites. this does not care for the continue playing category. And it's literally affecting their player counts. And these games are not thousands of people playing them. These games are just small developers who spent a lot of their money on Roblox to promote their game like normal. And they're literally getting negatively affected by this update for people who've done stuff bad. People like Kolaski, a programmer, have said that it is shadow banning. And he says, I believe it's shadow banning and it's super annoying. I dropped to 600 players when last week at this time I had 2,000. It happened just yesterday and it really needs to be addressed. Whatever this shadow ban system is, it doesn't even work. You can check that there are a few botted games on the front pages right now. All this does is hurting real creators. And of course this game is actually like really big right now. It has about 6,000 players. And it's like on the front page and it's not bad at all. However, just because he advertised his game and actually got some players on it, then it got shadow banned. And it makes the question, if a Roblox YouTuber were to, promote their game, would it just get shadow banned from how many people are joining at once because of their fan base? And this is happening to so many creators. If you just check this thread I'll have inside the description below, it's so crazy how many developers are being affected by this update. And you can literally see, because this guy posted his stats of his game when he got shadow banned, and you can see it just like nosedives all of the advertisements, all of the players inside of their game. And he says that I shut down 800 players and now I can't get more than 500 because the game doesn't appear now. And maybe this is just a bug, but personally I think it's shadow banning. I think they should stop shadow banning games unless they actually find something wrong with them and they need to check if the game has been advertised or something before they just go ahead and decide to shadow ban them immediately. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, turn on notifications, follow me on Twitter. Comment below what you guys think about this. Do you think this update should be removed completely, or do you think this update is helping the game, so it should just, damage small creators' revenue sources? And that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and goodbye.
Oh, I'm more life of my Drake shit, and I'm getting tired of all the same shit. I wanna see my family, wanna see my friends. I've been slept on like my name says, and I'm pretty far from being famous, but I sure as hell ain't nameless. I just take aim, I ain't aimless.